As you might be aware, there's been an issue around Prince Harry's visa to the United States. So anybody entering the USA who's not a citizen needs to have a visa application. And so Harry would have had to have a visa application when he entered the USA. And there are very strict rules prohibiting people who take drugs from entering the USA. And so the question becomes, how did Harry get a visa when in his book Spare, he says all about taking drugs? He brags about it. He says he took marijuana, magic mushrooms, cocaine, and it seems to be an ongoing thing. He doesn't say that this is in the past and he's now all rehabilitated. It seems to be a bit of a brag in his book. And so there's been a question as to how did he get his visa then? How did he get his visa when others maybe would not have got their visa if they did the same types of drug taking? And so the question then becomes, did he lie on his visa application form? And if he did lie, then why is his visa not being revoked? And so to get to the bottom of all of this, the Heritage Foundation in the USA applied to the Department of Homeland to find out, or to get the documents, to get the visa application documents. Now, usually visa application documents would be private. You can't see what I put on my visa application because I'm a private citizen. Harry, of course, is also a private citizen. So why should anybody be allowed to have access to his visa application documents? And the Heritage Foundation argued that Harry had been given preferential treatment because of his left-leaning political views, and either Department of Homeland knew he was taking drugs, in which case Harry was honest on his visa application, and despite him letting them know that, they still gave him the visa anyway, which begs the question, why would he get the visa when somebody else wouldn't get the visa in those situations? Or he lied on his visa application and said he was not taking drugs, in which case the question then becomes, why has his visa not been revoked? So this is why the Heritage Foundation wants to get a copy of Harry's visa application. And the Department of Homeland Security has been resisting this. They've said, no, visa applications are generally private, and you can't use the Freedom of Information Act to get a copy of the visa documents. And the argument that the Heritage Foundation raised, which is a very valid argument, is that firstly, Harry himself has made every last detail of his life public, from frostbitten todgers to drug taking to all sorts of things, sexual encounters that we never wanted to know about. So he can't really claim a right to privacy when he himself has put everything out there for everybody to see. But also, and more importantly, being a high profile figure and being a member of the royal family in the UK, was Harry treated differently? Were the rules applied differently for Harry than would be applied for any other visa applicant? And also the other ground that I didn't realize until I dug into this was, if Harry's visa was treated differently and special grounds were given, was that extra consideration then diverting the department's attention away from giving better and full consideration to perhaps somebody who did meet the criteria and whose visa application might be rushed because the department was spending so much time on Harry's visa? So there's all these elements. And so today, a decision that has been labeled outrageous has come down, where the Heritage Foundation's application for the visa application has been refused. And it's been refused, and they've appealed to the court, and the court will review the Department of Homeland Security's decision, and that review will happen in about a month's time. And so we will see. It's an ongoing saga, but so we can't go any further. We can't delve any further into what exactly happened with Harry's visa application, because Heritage Foundation's been blocked. In a very recent decision, I think it came down yesterday or today, refusing access to the visa documents. And so now this begs the question, Why are they hiding the visa documents? Because there have been other high-profile cases where the visa information and the visa documentation have been made public. So what is so different about Harry's case, and what is it about Harry's case? And so we will watch this one with eager anticipation and see where it takes us.